not sustain our economic position now and in the future. You know, I was up in Rochester about 2 weeks ago, and I met with the UAW from the Delphi plant there. And they were so impressive. I don't know if any of the people I met with are here today, but thank you. They gave a great presentation. You know, I wish it had been filmed. I wish I could have put it on national television, because I would have wanted our country to see UAW leaders and members speaking about the global competition that we're in. They weren't whining. They weren't complaining. They were saying, give us a chance to compete. Don't pull the rug out from under us. Look at what we've done in this one plant in moving from, you know, less sophisticated machinery to some of the most sophisticated made anywhere in the world. And it just reinforced for me that whatever's wrong with American manufacturing can be fixed by doing what is right with American manufacturing and putting people in charge who know how to do it. We have competitive advantages nobody in the world has. We have a strong, flexible, hard-working, experienced workforce. We just have to unleash you to be able to be competitive. We have a real commitment to innovation, but we don't get any support from our government on that front. We have elected officials who are willing to stand up and try to form a consensus about how to enhance manufacturing. We have an edge, but we're giving it away. We're not standing up for it and doing what is necessary to advance it. And the UAW has been instrumental in creating and maintaining that edge. But now we've got to ask ourselves, what are the challenges we have to meet right now? Well, you know them as well as I do. Pensions frozen, health care costs skyrocketing. This is the center of the struggle between management and labor, isn't it? And it's not just in auto and related industries in that sector, it's across the board. We have a smaller, more connected world. Some call it a flat world, but we compete with countries in Europe and Japan who have high standards of living, universal pensions and health care costs, and we compete with companies in countries like China, increasingly India and elsewhere, pay low wages and have few, if any, benefits, and even use, you know, labor that is coerced, in China particularly. We know we've got to figure out a way to have a level playing field if we're going to compete with that kind of double whammy. You know as well as I do that some of your brothers and sisters across the border in Canada, they're getting new jobs because health care isn't as big an issue over there. Well, why? Why are we letting that happen to us? We also know that people are being laid off. Delphi filed for bankruptcy, and if we don't figure out how to deal with it, we could see the unraveling of the American automobile manufacturing sector. Now, there are some in our country, and frankly, there are some up on the Hill and some in the White House who say, well, that's just the way it goes. That has never been the philosophy of America. America has always said, show us the challenge, we'll get ready to compete, and we'll win. Why on earth are we now living in a kind of fatalistic vision where we just can't compete anymore? We're just going to have to lose those jobs. I reject that. I want you to reject it, and I want to start electing people who will stand against it and say, not in my America, not in the 21st century.